Um, so we left off last time with Elder Runara showing you her true form as the dragon she is, and her monologue pretty much said that she had something to show you, and that she transformed into her actual form in front of you, and then said that she had one more favor to ask. Does anybody have any questions before we actually get started?
I pipe them dragon cheeks. Can I pipe them dragon cheeks?
Yeah, so that's a no. Continue.
Okay.
Cool.
That's a serious question. I've been hitting on her the whole time.
It's true.
You have.
So this is like a serious question. Like,
You're the one bouncing on it.
I mean, I'm trying to be the donkey to her dragon.
Well, it's not going to end up the same.
Ah, damn it.
So as she continues her monologue, I will read the last couple lines that way to catch you up. So she said, "As you have discovered, this island has many old wounds, and I'm afraid the cycle of violence is starting again, and I have one more favor to ask you. The favor I ask becomes one with the past that I'm about to show you." And as she says this, she begins waving her claws around as mystical energy begins to form around it, and a whole barrier of light shines around you guys, and you guys will almost be spectators into what she says as if you were seeing it in real time. And she will say, as if she is the narrator narrating the scene, "Two families of dragons came into being in the very first days of the world's creation. Bahamut, the noble platinum dragon, made the metallic dragons, gold, silver, bronze, brass, and copper. The cruel, five-headed Tiamat made the chromatic dragons, red, blue, green, black, and white. The metallic and the chromatic dragons share a mutual animosity that originates in the enmity between Bahamut and Tiamat. The origin of Dragon's Rest is rooted in that animosity. Ages ago, a fire-breathing red dragon called Saruth rampaged up and down the Sword Coast. 3 metallic dragons joined forces to battle Saruth and imprisoned her beneath the ocean floor, believing seawater would quench her fire and keep her bound forever. But Saruth's fury, legend says, caused the undersea volcanic activity that formed Stormwreck Isle. In all likelihood, Saruth is long dead and entombed beneath the island, but chromatic dragons whisper that she still lives and will one day emerge from her prison. One fact is undeniable: the powerful magic embodied in such an ancient dragon has left a permanent mark on Stormwreck Isle, and that magic has drawn other dragons to the island throughout the centuries, making it a reoccurring battlefield in the conflict between the chromatic and the metallic dragons. Several of these dragons have died there, each leaving behind a spiritual scar that causes unpredictable magical effects. And 100 years ago, a blue dragon tried to harness this destructive magic. A bronze dragon pleaded with him to abandon his schemes, and when he refused, I killed him, adding one more dragon grave to the island. I have grown wary of strife, and Stormwreck Isle's wounds are a constant reminder to her, or to me, of the cost of such conflict. I've devoted myself to peace and reconciliation, and I have established the Cloister of Dragon's Rest as a safe haven from violence. That's why I live in this human guise that you saw before you. And I now serve as the leader of this tiny group of hermits and other kobolds that you have found upon the island. But the ageless conflict between these two dragons threatens to disrupt the serenity of my home. And I believe, as she finishes her monologue, the scene that you have been seeing will slowly start to fade out as you become back inside the temple. And she will say, "There is a new enemy. that is planning on recreating a ritual. And he's trying to draw the powers of all the dragons that have died here. It is a blue dragon. His name is Sparkrender. And he has taken captain one of my friends, Lord Adrian. And he has him trapped in the Clifftop Observatory on the northwest side of the island. And I believe, and as she says, I believe you will start to notice the clouds above you as they start to circle unnaturally into this greenish hue as lightning and thunder begins to clasp around you, and it begins to circle in a formation to the northwest. I believe it is already beginning. We do not have much time. You have to go over there, and you have to stop this threat. If he completes the ritual, it will be the end of Dragon's Rest and the end of all of us. Please, I need your help.
Ask her a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I gotta get kicked. Where is Bahamut? Where is he in all this?
Bahamut was my leader. I served him for as long as I could remember, but he died long ago.
What?
But he still is around spiritually. We can all feel him if you're a believer.
I thought I felt something when I got to this island, but I wasn't for sure.
It must be your connection.
What's my pants?
Can you tell us anything more about this dragon?
Sparkrender is an evil dragon. He has been flying around the island collecting the bones. Do you remember the ship of the Compass Rose that you visited earlier?
Oh, I thought I could remember that.
Of course.
Do you remember the bones that you saw strewn across that sea ship graveyard?
Yes.
Yes.
That is one of the dragons that was slain. And he is collecting those bones to harness their spiritual power for his ritual.
What you're saying is we need a bunch of bones and we can be dragons. Okay.
The true of heart, or if you are powerful enough, you should be able to harness this power. But the ritual does take time. And noticing the weather around us, I do not believe there is much time left.
If there's only time for one person, I would like to harness that power, please.
You see
If
that?
you guys don't have any objections.
The problem is the ritual has already begun. That means Sparkrender has gathered the bones. That means that he's already initiated the trial. I can feel Lord Adrian's pain now. Sparkrender is going to attempt to sacrifice Lord Adrian. And if he sacrifices him, and he already has the dragon bones, he will absorb that power and become more powerful than even I can handle.
So what do we do? Do we have to destroy the bones?
You have to disrupt the ritual somehow. The bones could be a good place to start, but I do not know how he has it strewn about. I do not know exactly how he is attempting to perform the ritual. I just know that it's happening.
Fucking up a cult. Let's do it.
Do you know of anybody else that might be able to tell us more?
I am your best bet. I know that it is vague, but I know that Sparkrender is an evil dragon. Ever since we captured the evil red dragon and trapped her underneath, he has attempted to lay claim to her power multiple times, but I cannot fight anymore. That's why I
What you're
ask
saying
you.
is when we killed that dragon, I fucked up and should have kept it as a pet. Knew it.
God
Right,
damn it.
I tried so many fucking times.
Well, to be fair, that wasn't a dragon, that was a fire snake.
Ah, right. My bad.
It's just a dragon hatchling, technically, right?
There is one thing that I can tell you. As she looks at Stealth, as she looks at the daggers that are holstered on his side,
Fucking up still.
I notice that you found the dagger with the dragon head. That is the key to the observatory. When you walk up there, there will be a cavern. There will be statues on either side. If you place that dagger in, it almost works as a key, and it will make a light bridge across, and you will be able to cross safely. That is the only way.
Well, I guess we just start there.
Trust me, there is not a lot of time. We have to go. As she says this, you will see Mila, the wing kobold, running up, panting, almost as if she saw the clouds above begin to churn and turn green. And she will walk up. Guys, I have a warning. I have a warning for you. I haven't been exactly forthcoming as well. My twin brothers, they will attempt to stop you. They are under Sparkrender's control. Not necessarily control, I would say, but they serve him. And in combat, do not stand next to each other. Or I made a weapon for our people, but when they turned, they took that for themselves. It is powerful. It will shoot. It shoots rays. And it can do a lot of damage in an area of impact. All I say is make sure you spread out, or you all
How
might
far
get taken.
apart?
What?
How far apart, Mila?
3.71 meters to be exact.
Make sure you are not within 5 to 10 feet of each other. For the ricochet of my weapon, it can hit several people at once.
What's it do?
It's an elemental weapon. It draws on the elements around and it will fire upon almost like a lightning bolt.
You got another one of those? Hook us up.
You telling me you've been holding out this whole time?
They
You gave me
s-
fucking sticks and stones, and you've been making ray guns this whole time. That's crazy.
Don't
That's
get me
wild.
wrong. They stole this weapon before you even came to the island. I didn't know. I thought they would come back, but my worst fears come forth.
It's okay. We'll fuck them up, and I'm keeping it for myself.
As she finishes this sentence, you will notice the clouds begin to spin more as thunder will clack and lightning will strike among the distance in the northwest, almost where the Clifftop Observatory is, and it will begin to downpour, almost like a hurricane hailstorm.
I'd like to ask Runara something. Runara, can you fly us to the middle of where the storm looks like it's going to be hitting?
I will not be able to aid you in this endeavor.
Like,
I promise myself. I promise myself that I would not be in the middle of any more conflict. I have killed too many of my brethren to do this again.
can you kill anyone?
You will notice as several tears will run down her face of her long
her-
snout.
Okay, she's in her dragon form.
Yes, she is still in her dragon form.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to her and basically rub the tear, but just splashes my fucking body. It's okay, Runara. And I'm gonna give her a little kiss on the cheek, and as I'm doing, it's like fucking downpours. It's fucking,
She will lean down and almost nudge you like a dog would do with her head, and she will give you a wet, sloppy kiss right on the side of the cheek. But my friends, there is not a lot of time. You have to make way now, as fast as you can towards the northeast. You will notice that this journey it's a while. It's probably 15 miles away from your current position, and if you take off now, you will make it within an hour.
do they have like horses, like a stable of like creatures that we can ride?
Yes.
Sweet. I mean, if we can get like at least 2 to 4, like of those creatures, depending on what they have.
I would
that
say
can hold-
you can get 2. You will be able to get 2 horses that will house 2 of you on each,
Mhm.
and you will be able to make it there in probably 26 minutes on the horses.
Okay. I'm down with that. So like, do we have to? Do you want me to ask Runara if like there's anything that we could do, or is
No,
it
no,
just...
you're good.
Okay.
If you go down to the docks, there's a stable there. You can take the two horses we have in the stables. It will house 2 of you on each horse. Ride as hard as you can and get there. Again, we do not have much time. The ritual has already started.
Let's go. What are we waiting on?
Well, let's go, guys.
And as you all begin to move towards the stables, you will put on the saddle, you will put on the bags, you will hop on. Who would like to ride the horse as to drive it, so to speak?
I'll do
Oh,
it.
we're gonna leave that to stealth.
So we will have Claymore on 1, Stealth on 1. We will have Sapphire. Who are you riding with?
Whichever, it doesn't matter.
Sapphire will be with Stealth. Robin, you'll be with Claymore, and you will take off towards the Clifftop Observatory. You almost like have you guys seen Lord of the Rings?
Of course.
Yes.
almost
long time.
like the scene where like they're running across like the Highland Plains where the helicopter's like above them and they're all just like booking it. But that is what it's going to be like as you guys ride among, as it will change different types of angles and things like that as you move across the plains of this land. And you will eventually...
Taking the hobbits twice ago.
As you will walk up and you will come up to a chasm where across... You will straddle or pull back on the reins of the horse as you get close. You will observe 2 statues in front of you that Runara described, and in the distance you will see pulsing blue light as the clouds above start to circle exactly around this point of origin, as lightning will strike randomly among it, and you will be able to hear chanting from a deep voice, almost in draconic, as you would assume that would be them summoning the ritual. What do you do?
Can we see
Exactly
any way
like that.
across the chasm?
You would see windows where the statues right here are in front of you. You would see 2 similar concrete poles on the other side. When it would come to a like an observatory, it would be a building where you would see windows where this pulsing light is coming out, but you can only see the pulsing light through the windows. You can maybe make out a shadow or 2 every now. Roll a perception check.
A 23.
23. With a 23, you will have noticed that you will see, as the pulsing light goes in and out, you will see shadows of several figures, almost like 2 dragon shadows with wings and heads, and you will see smaller figure shadows around as it pulses in and out.
Okay. Well, anybody got any ideas?
Send an arrow.
I was gonna say, I was gonna
How
see
did
if
I
there's like a
know?
way that I can like feel like what kind of energy it is, like see if it's like dragon energy or like that type of energy.
You You would 100% know with your beliefs that the pulsing light feels draconic.
If I know anything about dragons, I know there's gonna be a ton of gold in there. Okay, I've seen The Hobbit.
I've seen the.
Maybe another pair of boots.
Maybe
I got
it's
some good
stealth.
boots on me right now, though. New boot goofing.
Maybe a Mrs. Stealth a lot.
Can we
Yeah, right. Nobody
travel
can deal with
further, like north, and see what that bridge-looking thing is? Or,
You would know with what Runara told you that Stealth Dagger can create the bridge.
all right, stealth, get to it. Find this keyhole. Make our
Stealth?
shit
We're
work.
gonna find in the hole.
Just I feel like if you go up to like the peak, pull out just the key or your dagger and see what happens.
Let's do it. I fuck around. I'm gonna put it right in the fucking QOC.
Stealth, don't do
Yeah.
stupid shit. I'm on the back of your horse.
I would assume you guys have gotten off of your horses by now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You will.
I don't know. I might stay on mine.
You will walk up to which statue?
The closest. I'm a lefty. Let's go left.
You will walk up to the left statue. You will take out your dagger that has
Is there-
the.
For both?
What?
Is there keyholes for both of them?
You would notice on this one it has a small indention in it that would match the dagger's blade.
Okay, we're gonna go to that one.
As you pull out this dagger with the dragon head, you will observe it for a moment as you have become almost accustomed to having it on your hip. And you will take it, you will raise it above your head, and you will begin to insert it into the lock, and you hear a clicking. But nothing happens.
All right. Well, I know you've been told this a lot in your life, but push it in deeper. So
I'm all out of blade.
Never. Never have I ever been told that.
So,
You. Can't relate. No, I'm just kidding.
With your roll of 1.
can
Is
I
it-
see anything wrong with like the mechanism?
Is there-
if you stick it in straight, yep, it's straight down.
I tried twisting it.
You can.
I would like
Oh.
to twist it.
You will notice nothing happens. You will look down. You will bring a small smirk to your face as you take one hand over the other, and you will twist it to the right. And as you twist it to the right, a soaring beam of energy will begin to creep across the cavern. And it will hit right here.
That
And-
reminds me of the bridge of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And as you do this, before you have a chance to do anything else, you will hear 2 kobolds that are winged, laughing as the bridge hits. Oh, not so fast, buddy.
Hey, spread out.
Fucking yes.
And
About to roll for initiative.
I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Initiate on their face. What's good, homie?
13.
I will not be initiating on their face.
21.
I got a 6.
15.
21 for Sapphire.
It's a couple bucks.
What'd you get, Zach?
Wait,
13.
Jason?
he said hi. 15. Oh, say
What'd you get, Stealth?
6.
hi.
Nice.
I have a +3 for initiative, mind you. Didn't get my caffeine that day, it seems. Let me just...
Also, before we go on, I need everybody to level up
Ooh.
to level 3. You will never stop Sparkrender from doing his ritual. It has already begun, and we are here to stop you.
And they're within 30 feet of each other, correct?
They are literally right next to each other.
Rubbing wankies over there.
Their wings are touching.
They are
So-
they are hovering about 5 feet off the ground.
Actually, okay, so I'm gonna use my portal wand
Okay.
and open up a portal directly behind them.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay, you hear me?
savage.
And then I'm gonna use my magic missile and just
Oh, she's gonna
Right
fucking
into the
hell
portal
move
and
it
then-
right booty.
Okay.
just get rid of them too.
You don't have to roll the hit for that, yeah?
My magic missile, no.
As
And it hits up to 120 feet. Yeah, we are in range, but I have to roll for effect.
Okay.
But I think I have 3 magic missiles, so 3 is the first one,
Okay.
4 is the next one,
Okay.
and 5 is the next one. So I'm hoping to blow them back into the portal and then close the portal. So then we don't have to deal with it.
The way your wand works is it is almost like a jump gate. You open a portal in front of you, and it will open a portal behind them. And if you step into it, you will pop out the other side. It doesn't just like make them disappear.
Oh,
So if they go into the portal, they will pop out right in front of you.
Yeah, dingus.
so what is
Or
it?
within 30 feet of themselves. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, okay.
thank you,
Never
Bubba.
mind. 30 feet though I could put them at the next little island across this bridge, correct?
You can, if you want.
Yep, okay. So then we'll open up a portal directly behind them, open one over here,
Okay.
and then we're gonna blow them back and then over.
Okay.
So it at least moves them out of our bridgeway.
I am going to roll dexterity checks for them to see if you succeed.
Okay.
How many, when your missiles, who do you want to hit with them?
I was just kind of aiming for the middle,
Does it have
just enough to hit back.
Does it have AoE? Seven.
No, it just a dart deals 1d4
So
plus
you
1
have
damage.
to
So 3, 4, and 5.
pick targets.
Let's do the one that gets 3 also gets the 5 and the other one gets the 4. So one of them takes 8 and one of them takes 4.
Okay. And as you take up your wand, you will open a portal. I would say directly behind them, and another one will open across the cavern, and you will shoot 3 out of your staff. 1, 2, 3, as they form into missile-shaped fire elemental planes as they fly across this bridge, as 2 will hit the one that has the red circle around it, and 1 will hit the blue. As you do 2 impacts to the one on the lower, it will stumble back and fall into the portal, but just one hitting the other one, it will not fully stumble back and it will stay astray, but with that portal opening, it will pop him all the way over there, as you will deal a total of 12 points of damage to these creatures.
Good job.
Cool.
Good job.
And as you do this, you will still be able to see the one that you have teleported across the cavern. He has a whip in his hand, and he will begin to back and forth, throwing it down. 6 times he will do this, and as he does this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sturges will come from the cavern below and fly up from him, and it will move on to Claymore.
Let me see here. Let's see what I got going on here.
You weren't expecting this, were you? My sturges will deal plenty of damage to your party.
Father, come
My name is Jafar. I've come from afar.
Let's see here. I kind of want to use one of my new items. But I don't know. But I also want to do something as well. Let me check something. Spells. So that's basically gonna give one bonus action. Ooh, so that's a bonus action, so I could do that. I'm going to use my cards that I got. It's time to duel, bitches.
You
Duel.
as you draw out this newly purchased deck of cards that you got, and you draw the top card, and you don't even look at it as you immediately fling it out forward like Gambit, as it begins to illuminate into a gold color, as it will surround the sturges and emitting them in a gold light, and they will all begin to fly rapidly around as if dazed and confused. 2 of them will dive directly down into the water, and I don't know if you know this, sturges don't swim very well. As they dive directly down into the water, they begin to sink and they drown, and they
Let's go. Claymore Bangmore.
well, where's Clifftop Observatory? I'm out here. And they will dissipate.
I do want to back. I'm actually gonna go forward 2 spaces.
Okay.
Right there, so that way we're actually go 1 more. I'm basically on the bridge.
Okay.
That way, if they do their weapon thing, I'm not close to Sapphire.
Okay.
I think it should be. You said 5 to 10 feet, right?
That is what Milo told you.
Okay, so with that, I'm going to be within 10 feet of stealth. So 1 more. So 1.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 feet. So.
Yep.
And then, I mean, I would have already assumed that I have my shield out for now.
Yep.
I don't have a weapon, just my shield.
Okay. Perfect.
And that's going to end my turn.
And that will end your turn. And it will go to Robin for now.
All right, after seeing that whole illusion craziness, I will notice that there's a perfect line shot to hit both the middle, like the top middle enemy, and the cobalt in the back. So I'm going to sidestep away from stealth a lot to try and line up a perfect trajectory for a 2-in-1 shot. I'm going to try and pierce through the small creature in the front. I forgot the name. Sorry.
That's okay.
To the cobalt.
Perfect. Roll 2 to hit twice.
So 21
21 hits.
and 15.
15 hits.
Nice.
And do I roll 2 damage or 1 damage?
Roll damage normally for the Sturge, and then roll a disadvantage for the Kobold.
Okay.
Because it's going to go through. So
Yeah. So 7 on the first creature.
okay.
And 7 on the second. I just rolled 3 7s in a row. That's insane.
Perfect. As you your longbow, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
As you sidestep through stealth, you take this arrow out and you draw back in full confidence, knowing that this is a perfectly lined up shot, and you release this arrow. As it flings through the air, it will take the scourge directly through the neck, but instead of going through it, it will take it with it. And this scourge will fly through the air, impaled by this arrow, and it will hit this kobold directly in the chest, and it will stick. As the kobold will look down, oh, that wasn't very nice. And it will pull the arrow out and throw the arrow and the scourge down, as that scourge has been defeated.
Woo!
Maybe. And we'll go to stealth. Or wait, did you want to do anything else?
I have a special action that I haven't used. It says I can hide even when I'm slightly obscured. And so in an attempt to hide from the kobold on the bridge, I want to tuck away behind the little like altar key thing.
Okay, kind of like right here.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say you could definitely do that.
So yeah, so it says I can be even lightly obscured and still be full hidden.
So you're under full cover with that.
Yes.
That is awesome. Yeah, perfect. That works.
Did that kobold take any damage, by the way?
That kobold took damage.
Okay.
7.
That arrow pierced into its chest, and he took it out.
Okay. I thought he was just rolling 7 to hit.
No, he rolled 7 damage on the scourge and the kobold.
Oh, okay, got you.
And it will go to stealth.
So I'm gonna draw my daggers.
You will not have your dragon dagger. It is in the bridge.
I will draw my normal dagger.
You said I will try again. Hang on.
And I'm also I'll draw my normal dagger and then the nemesis dagger.
Okay.
And I am going to dash up to the blue kobold.
45 feet?
I can do 50 with the dash.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that's 45 feet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you have, yeah.
And I am gonna slash that bitch.
Okay. You use dash. Do you have a bonus action to where you can
do.
hit? Okay, because you'll have to use that, because dash is an action.
At level 2.
Perfect.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. We've got a 20, and we've got a 14 for hit.
14 hits.
22 and 14 hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, normal one does 4. The nemesis does 6 plus whatever is gonna be the.
So 11?
Yeah, 11 damage, and then I guess you decide what the curse is.
Perfect. Well, so with the nemesis dagger, you draw both of them, your normal dagger and your nemesis dagger that you purchased, and you will begin to run up Naruto style towards this kobold, jumping over the scourge in the middle. As you will come up, you will begin to yell, and you will take one strike and then a jab with your nemesis dagger. And as you do this, golden light will emit from the dagger as it impales this this kobold. And as you impale this kobold, the kobold will turn completely into stone and crumble in front of you. But you will notice that you feel a little different. You can't figure out what it is, but just a little bit different. And that is all I will tell you for now.
R.I.P.
And the kobold will deteriorate and crumble in front of you as the dagger still stands glowing. And the red kobold up top. You killed my brother, as it will rise up and it will attempt to hit you. Stealth with a 25.
Ooh, I would say that hits.
Damn.
Well, it's not 25 damage. My God.
I think he would have been dead, or not really dead, but like he needed like death saving throws.
I still think my way would have been better.
And he will rise up and he will take this almost cannon. It looks not like you would expect modern day cannons to look like. It almost looks like it's made from wood and other forms of stone and pipes as it begins to whir and light begins to emit around the barrel. And it begins to pulse from the base and trigger mechanism of this cannon. And it begins to... and it will fire. And it will hit you directly in the face. And you will be immersed in a complete globe of light as you will begin to feel your body almost try and rip itself apart. And at the very last moment, you will take this dagger and I want you to roll the hit.
Just like that, 48 hours could never identify you.
22.
22. With a 22, you will feel your body almost ripping itself apart. And as you feel yourself in this golden orb, you will look down and you will notice that from your feet up to your thighs are completely made of stone. But you will rear back and you will flip the dagger around blade side in your hand and you will throw it as it will catapult towards this kobold with the cannon. And you will hit it directly in the middle of the eyes as the dagger itself will explode and obliterate as pieces of this kobold will rain down upon everyone else on this side of the bridge. These sturges will feel that, and as their master begins to crumble and fall upon them, they will begin to fly away. But you and everybody in the party will notice the stone creeping up your body as it gets to your chin. Do you have any final words?
Shit, Claymore. Nah. I'm doing my part. Y'all can loot me freely. Deuces.
Took my boots just to fucking die. That's crazy.
And
Hey, someone had to be the hero.
and as you say that, as you say, hey, someone had to be the hero. And you will see the stone creep up his mouth as it begins to stale and not move, and it will begin to go up into his nose, up past his eyes and into his head as he stays on the bridge in a statue made of stone. In the exact...
As it was going over, I definitely gave a face.
And he will be completely encapsulated in stone and be no more.
Y'all better take my fucking... That's a good statue. That's gonna be worth millions. You better fucking lift that shit, Claymore.
I'm taking you with me, buddy. I got
Claymore, jump off the bridge. Yanks the dagger out, falls into the ocean. Good riddance.
Wow.
just like that.
What a fucking hero that guy was. There's gonna be stories about that guy one day. Selfish guy to fucking take one for the team.
Diane the hero.
I'm 100% teabagging his corpse.
Just want to let you know, he hid. Well, I did hero shit. Just remember that, everyone. Just remember that.
Yeah, listen, Diane ain't cool.
And as you watch as a stealth lot is completely encapsulated in stone, you stand there, witnessing this. As the Sturges fly away, as their master's pieces of its body rain down. What will you do?
I would like to walk up to the statue, pick him up, and then carry him back across the other, like where like Sapphire is, to like place him down gently, and like so that way he's not getting like in the way of anything.
Okay, and you do so. You walk up to the statue of what you would now consider a friend, and you will pick up this extremely heavy statue, this 4'3" statue, and carry it back to the other side and lay it down gently.
So I would also, well, no, that's it. No, there's not really else I can
Yeah,
do.
I'm gonna pop up out of hiding and just be like, so sad. Anyway, onward.
With my faith, I would like to say a prayer for him. So I'm just gonna say like a prayer.
And you do so.
I'm not gonna say it like out loud, but
That's crazy. You're not gonna roleplay.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
okay. Here lies Stealth a lot. He was the best guy, but he went out fighting, and I think the god of Bahamut would praise him for his nobility and his pride in going out the way he did.
And as you finish this prayer, you will hear a crack of thunder and lightning will shoot directly in the middle of the bridge as you all turn your heads back to the threat ahead as the weather begins to increase in its intensity. As you turn your heads and you see the weather increase, I would like to point you in the direction of this number that just popped up on the screen. When that hits 0, that means the ritual of Ancestral Ascension is completed. So just pay attention to that number.
Numero 8.
What do you do?
I'm gonna just I think we should get going, guys. Let's cross the bridge and try to figure out what's going on.
Can I loot either of the cobalt bodies?
They evaporated and disintegrated. One turned to stone and just fell apart, and one was literally incinerated.
Okay, so
No.
the magical stone ray gun is gone.
Yeah, that thing is gone.
Sad. All right.
Stage.
Then I'm gonna cross the bridge.
All right, and you guys do so. You move forward through the doors of the bridge, and you will observe a sight. As you creep upon the middle of the observatory, you see throughout, you see 5 statues, homemade statues. You see rocks underneath 5 dragon heads of differing colors and sizes. And you look across the cavern and you see the blue dragon that Runara warned you of, Sparkrender, across as he is chanting Draconic, doing the ritual. You see 2 kobolds next to a yellow bronze dragon that is chained to the floor by 3 chains. 1 around his neck and 2 around his what are these? Claws around the wrists of them. pinned to the floor, and he cannot move more than 2 inches off the ground. And in the middle, you see a swirling vortex of colors, of blue pulses, as it emits out and in and swirls around. As you notice and look above, you see the clouds begin circling around, almost as if a tornado would appear at any time. And as you enter, the blue dragon gazes upon you. You shouldn't have come here.
I mean, I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna ask. Like sitting on the side of like the 5 dragons, and then one of the dragons. I'm just like feeling like something, like I'm getting pissed off. Like that they're desecrating and desecrating, defiling, and then taking advantage of it as a dragon, like a live dragon. I would like to take like one of my javelins and just fucking out of blind rage and just throw it at Sparkrender.
And do you want 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40 feet?
Let me see. Javelin, I think I can throw it up to 120.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, yep. So this is 10.
A 10 does not hit.
Damn it. Yeah, blind fury.
As you are borderline enraged, you take your javelin out and just rip it as you throw it towards, as it hits through the blue plasmatic sphere as it goes right through, and it goes towards Sparkrender as he catches it in his hand and snaps it, almost as if it is a pencil. You're gonna have to do a lot better than that, mortal.
You're gonna fucking pay for this, Sparkrender.
You will
Mark my words.
You will never stop the ritual in time. And he will begin to hover approximately 5 feet off the ground, just enough to get his feet off of there, and he will attempt to hit you.
Yeah. I do have my shield on me as well.
What does that make your AC?
20.
20. Perfect. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
What kind of damage is this guy dealing?
Oh, you don't know that yet.
Okay.
Can we see anything about how to interrupt the ritual?
Roll a perception check. I lied. Roll an investigation check. No, roll a perception check.
Which one is?
I'll let you do either, honestly. Either one works.
You want me to roll an advantage or disadvantage for that?
Can you roll an advantage?
Well, I mean, I could just pick. I rolled both, so one is higher, one is lower. So that's.
Which one were you going to roll? I would say roll.
I rolled the perception first because that's what I have proficiency in.
I would say perception.
Okay, 22.
With a 22, as you look upon this scene, you would look around at the dragon heads and notice that the eyes of each of those heads are glowing, and almost like some sort of energy is coming out of the eyes of the skulls and wrapping around this blue aura. And Claymore, I need you to roll a Dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw. Dude, that's horseshit. I almost got a crit, like a nat 20. 14 minus 1, so 13.
With a 13, the blue dragon will puff up as it opens its jaws. Bolts of lightning will start to form and shoot out, ricocheting off the path before it as it goes towards you. You will be able to see this and try and jump out of the way, but you will still take some damage, as you will take 11 points of lightning damage as you are sizzling next to this, electrified, feeling that jolt and imagining if it would have hit you directly on. And it will go to Robin.
So are we in an action phase now, or
you've been in combat this whole time.
Okay.
But you can still do other
like
actions.
Investigations and stuff.
You
right?
can still do all sorts of things. You don't have to just attack the dragon. You don't have to just attack the kobolds.
Then am I able to tell what's going on with the kobolds on the left and the other dragon?
You will notice that it would be very apparent that they're standing in front of him, making sure that he doesn't get loose. Since he is chained to the floor for a very obvious reason, you will recall that Runara said that they were trying to sacrifice this dragon.
Okay, so the gold dragon is the one that's chained.
The gold dragon is the one that's chained. The bronze dragon.
How many chains?
There's 3.
3. Around the neck and then the paws.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna take a big risk play here, and I'm gonna try and shoot the chains free.
Okay. Do you have 3 hits?
I have at least 2.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back. Yeah, I have 3 chances, so I'll have one regular action. Oh no, just kidding. It's just 2. Sorry.
That's okay.
I forget you. It's just a regain health. It doesn't allow me to do anything else. But yeah, 2 actions.
Perfect.
You want me to just roll the hit?
Yeah.
21.
Yep.
And 10.
Mm-hmm. What are you hitting with?
Longbow.
Longbow. Okay. You which chains would you like to free? As you observe, you will notice that the chain around his neck is about a foot in length, so he can't raise his head off of more than a foot. The ones around his hands are directly bolted to the floor.
Okay, so the one around his neck first.
Okay.
And then whichever I have a best line of sight on, knowing that my like using my keen intuition of sight and accuracy, and knowing that the second one is going to be the worst shot, I'm going to take the best advantage.
Okay.
Whatever, if that's right or left.
Roll that.
I already did.
Oh, you did. You want me to 21 and 10, yeah?
21 and 10, yeah.
Roll for damage. That's what I meant.
Yeah, you're good. 12 on the first one and 10 on the second.
With the 12 and a 10, you draw an arrow, and you notice these kobolds are clearly guarding this dragon. With what Runara said, you know that this dragon is about to be sacrificed for this ritual, and you will take one thwip as it goes and turns through these dragon heads on these stones right past the first kobold on the right, and it will ding and shatter the neck brace as it will stand up, almost like on its front paws as the chain will dangle around its neck. The second arrow you throw sideways as you throw, and it will completely hit the left paw chain as it will snap open, and he will have complete use of his left, and his neck will be free. And when he does this, he will take a swipe at the kobold right in front of him. Rolling for damage. He will take his left claw and he will reach across, batting this kobold and sending it flying as it hits the floor, clearly knocked out of the game. As you hear its bones crack as it slides down to the ground.
Well, that worked.
I appreciate that, friend. Thank you so much. He will yell at you across. Anything else?
Nope. Maybe move towards the other cobalt by 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, at any time you let me know, you can tell that dragon, Lord Adrian, to use his breath attack.
Okay.
At any time, just during your turn.
Sure, yeah.
You just let me know.
Okay.
All right, and it goes to Sapphire.
Okay, let's hit him with the magic missiles.
Okay.
Second level, so it's still 1d4 plus 1, so I'm just going straight for the blue dragon.
Okay.
First one is a 2.
Okay.
Wow, that's great. Second one's a 2.
Okay.
And the third one's a 5. So 9 damage total.
Okay. As you witness Robin begin to attempt to free the bronze dragon, you raise up your staff as the octopus tentacles begin to lift, and they will begin to form a very familiar red aura by this point, and it will form 3 missiles directly above the tentacles, 1, 2, and 3, as you will lift it forward and fire. As 1, 2, 3 will hit. 2 in the face, 1 in the chest as it hits Sparkrender, and he will begin to laugh. Oh, little one. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Okay. So I'm gonna save my spell, but I also think I have my longbow now.
Okay.
So we're gonna use my longbow.
Okay.
And shoot for that.
Roll the hit. 22 hits.
Okay, and then damage is 12.
12. Nice. As you hear him say the words, you have to do better than that, you take out your bow and you sheath an arrow as you pull it back and you let it fly as it flips through the air. And as it passes through the blue aura, it's like it speeds up as it hits the dragon directly in its horn on top of its head. as he reels back. You're going to be an annoyance, aren't you? And you will do 12 damage to him.
That's all I got.
Perfect. And Claymore, it is up to you, my friend.
Okay. I mean, don't really have any long distance. That's the thing either. Besides my javelins. Now because I think in my inventory, Would me using a potion of healing, would that count as an action or no?
Using a healing is action, yes.
No, just like drinking the potion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that counts as an action.
Well, frick, frack, frickle, son. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. What?
So if they've already used lightning, do you use that same type of magic against him, or the opposite?
The opposite.
You
usually.
would. Yeah. Usually.
So since they've used lightning, like my frostbite would be better than like the firebolt.
No. I would say you would know if a creature used fire, you would probably know that it has a resistance to fire. If it uses water, same thing.
Okay.
And it would have like certain invulnerabilities, so like water with fire. What is it? What is it? Electric with grass and fucking Pokemon?
Ground. Yeah, it's ground.
Ground.
So I'm going to pull out the sword that you gave me that I bought.
Okay.
Which I don't know if you remember, but it was the Sword of Prunes, or Pargins, however you want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for the people that don't know what that does, it gives its wielder the ability to inspire nearby allies to do additional stuff with their reactions, for making an attack, moving at speed, or taking the dodge action. I don't know how far I have to like. What's the distance for that, Dylan?
Whenever you draw the sword, it immediately gives you or gives your allies pretty much the automatic ready action at all times.
Okay.
So that means if somebody tries to attack them, they would be able to either try and counterattack or dodge.
Okay. So with me pulling that out, that's going to count as an action, pulling my sword out, right?
Yeah, I would say go for it. I let Sapphire pull her bow.
Okay. So on this, you're right there, yeah. Kind of like trying to hide.
Okay. It's not very tall.
Okay. Like kind of like crouch down a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna like kind of take my shield and like try to like get it down to the ground, like get in front of me.
Okay.
And then as I do that, I'm gonna take out one of my magic cards again.
Okay. I'll let you choose this one.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Let's see here. I'm kind of excited for this now. I mean, I'm gonna do like the most badass thing. I'm gonna do the Ace of Hearts.
Okay.
Which is the red dragon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, then just throw it right out.
Are you summoning a red dragon right now?
So it's basically not summoning; it's an illusion. I'm excited. That's awesome.
You give me 1 second and I'll fucking.
It's always a good day when we make the DM go, hold up.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
Hold up.
Also, if you guys haven't noticed, we're at 6 now. On the instead of 8, we're at 6. So be mindful of that.
You son of a bitch. As Sparkrender watches you throw this card, and this enormous dragon emerges from the floor almost underneath it, becomes flames as a red dragon flies upon the surface, and the portal closes beneath it, and it gives out a mighty roar. Sparkrender will look at it, and it will shake him. How is this possible? It shouldn't be possible. What have you done?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And as you say this, he will rise up another 20 feet off the ground. And he will take his mouth and open it agape as lightning begins to form again. And he will say, "It doesn't matter how you did it. I'll get rid of it again one way or another." And it will attempt to hit you and the dragon.
Oh.
As he will fly down directly in your path. Does the red dragon have an AC, or will he know once he tries to hit it, it will be gone? Will it vanish?
It doesn't say. I don't know if I can click on it. It says the illusion lasts until its card is moved or the illusion is dispelled.
I would say this attack would probably dispel it.
So, yeah.
Assuming it hits.
Right.
Rolls a nat 1.
Fucking imagine. I'm gonna roll it disadvantage since I'm kind of shook. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at advantage.
Advantage. 13.
13. Perfect. With a 13, he will emit the lightning once more as it will strike off the ground as it barrels towards you. And it will hit the red dragon, and it will hit directly where the card was laid on the ground, and it will incinerate as the dragon begins to dissipate as if it was only an illusion. And it will and right when you see it hit the dragon, you will dive out of the way once more, taking 11 points of lightning damage.
Oh, dude.
And the dragon will dissipate. More mere tricks. I should have known better than to be frightened over mere parlor tricks. Don't worry. You will be able to bow at my feet like the rest of them unless I kill you first. And then it will go to the kobold, and it will attempt to hit Robin. 12.
I need a 14, so no.
He will take out his slingshot as he pulls a rock and slings it as it barely even reaches halfway and hits the ground.
Well, that was ineffective.
Be gone, thought.
And he will move closer to this totem, and he will reach down at the totem and begin chanting something. And it will go to... Who starts it? Claymore? Robin? Robin.
If Claymore just went, it's me.
Yep.
Alright, well, keen observation says 1 + 2 equals thump that motherfucker through the head while hitting a chain behind him, so... Because you did his left hand, or you did right?
His left hand, yep.
So I would need to move down, I guess, to make that angle work first.
I would say...
Am I just good where I am?
I would say... Well... Fucking roll the hit it.
Roll the hit. 22. I take it I roll again to hit the chain.
Yes.
And then 18.
Yeah, 18 fucking hits. As you take and you draw your bow again, and you sleeve it, as you see this kobold bend down and begin chanting, you shoot it right over its shoulder as it will clank the right paw this time of the dragon, as it will unsheath, and he will stand completely straight up. I like you. There's something about you. And he will move up and take the kobold directly and devour him halfway and throw him. And he will be no more.
Be gone, thought. Let's get out of here.
As this happens, you will notice that one of the draconic statues will begin to emit a light, and it will shoot off in 1, 2, 3, 4 directions. As you and all of the other characters, I want you guys to roll 1d4 for me, please. Everybody roll a d4. And then add 4 to that d4.
6.
8.
Everybody can, if you are missing health points, can regain whatever you rolled.
I need that. Shit.
Can I give my health points to somebody else?
I was gonna say, I'm not missing any.
No, you cannot.
I'm the only one that's
Hey,
been dead.
this magical 8 that I just rolled does me nothing.
Exactly. Perfect. And it will go to what is it, Sapphire?
Yeah, I think so.
Mind you, he is hovering about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay, well, I was gonna give the snowball swarm a try, and it's 90 feet anyways.
Perfect.
So for a hit DC, I need you to roll dexterity.
Woggy. 21.
Doesn't matter.
You say.
We've. Bitch. Alright, well, let's
stat
do...
bonuses are. These are some crazy rolls.
I know.
Yeah.
I wish I had a camera pointing down at my dice.
So...
Good question, actually, with that. So with my Sword of Perunes, it inspires nearby allies from making an attack. So like, does it like help them with making an attack?
While you have it drawn, they can roll at advantage.
Oh, so.
But that doesn't count.
That doesn't count because it's a saving throw. Never mind.
Exactly.
Gotcha. I'm gonna shut up now.
There you go.
Go ahead and use a bonus action.
Okay.
And I want to do these acid arrows. And it says +5 underneath the hit DC, so do I hit that first?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to roll that, yep.
Okay. Roll to hit is 7.
A 7 misses.
But wouldn't she get a...
But you can roll again.
What a 10.
10 also misses.
Damn, come on, that
Doesn't matter.
What is the hit die that you're rolling?
It says hit/DC and it says +5.
Oh, okay, that's right. Damn, you're getting low rolls. Holy.
Felt that last session.
As you take your staff and begin to swarm your staff in white frost, and it will emit these snowballs as it throws and fires, and they will barely make it into the swirling aura of blue as they dissipate in either direction, missing. And you will begin to raise your staff again as the arrows begin to growl and grime in green acid as they shoot towards and fire, as they will miss over the right and the left and the top of this dragon's head.
I also want you to know it was rolling a d20.
Yeah.
+5.
Yeah, that sucks.
That is in fact brutal.
Well, wizard, it looks like you're gonna need much more practice to defeat me. The ritual is almost complete, and I will be stronger than your greatest nightmare.
I should have just stuck with my fucking longbow.
And it will go to Claymore.
Okay. So with me having my sword out, that sword, does that include the movement speed? Do I get a movement speed buff or?
Yeah.
Okay. How much more?
I would say it would increase by. It would double it, wouldn't it?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Pretty sure it would double it. If not, in this instant, we're doubling it. Fuck it.
Okay. So I'm already crouched. I'm kind of crouched, but like not really crouched. But like, so I'm gonna grab my shield, and I'm just gonna fucking charge at him, and try to jump on top of him. How high is he again?
In this instance, after she fired the poison arrows, I would say he would hover back to the ground about 5 feet. So he's like 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. So I'd like to come around cover and use the. I don't want to do it, but I want to like use the head of the blue dragon, and like use it as like a stepping stone to like run and jump. But I don't want to desecrate it, and I don't want to defile the head because it's an actual like living dragon. So I won't do that then. I'm just gonna run and just try to jump on top of it.
Okay.
Well,
On
there's
top
some
of that,
rocks and shit over here below it.
True. So I'm just gonna try to. Excuse me. Try to jump on top of him.
Roll a dexterity check.
The least acrobatic guy in the group.
I mean,
at advantage with your sword out.
So just a dexterity, no athletics, no nothing.
You can roll athletics if you want.
Okay, so I got +5 for athletics, so. Uh, 20. Not nat, but just 20.
20 with the 20, you will. I would say you will come around and you would run up these rocks, and as it begins to hover below the ground about 5 feet, you will see your opportunity to strike, and you will jump as you hit right on top, and you are straddling this dragon.
Okay. No action's been taken, just movement, right?
Just movement.
Okay. So as I get on top of him, I want to take a swipe.
What do you mean by
at
that?
Hey, what?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
What? What? So as I jump on top of, as I jump on his back, pause. Fuck. So as I get
As
on
I
top,
ride
You
him,
trying to fuck me right now?
maybe. So as I get on top of him, I'm like, fuck you. This is for all the dragons you have desecrated. And I'm gonna try to take a swipe at one of his wings.
Go for it.
So roll to hit. 15.
15 misses. As you rise up on top of this dragon after this very athletic feat, mind you, you will take out, or I'm sorry, you will take up your sword and begin to swipe, and right when you swipe, the Sparkrender will begin to buck almost, and you will lose your balance as you swing down and completely missing the wing as you are still riding on top of this dragon.
Do I have any bonus actions?
And as this happens, he will begin to rise 5 feet.
Okay. So my bonus action is 2 weapon fighting. Would I be able to drop my shield and just try to do it? Would you allow me to do that?
If you completely drop your shield, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just drop it, and then as I drop it, I would like to take it and just fucking try to stab him, like in the back, obviously.
Yeah, roll that.
Okay, come on, don't fail me. I need to do some damage here. Not nat. Oh, 21.
21 hits. Roll for
Okay.
damage.
well, we can't hit this thing.
11 damage.
11 damage. As you realize this bucking bronco is beginning to rise up off the ground, you take your shield and you toss it along the way, and you turn your sword, both hands grasping it, as you just jab straight down into the back of the scales of this dragon as it roars in pain. Get off me. And he will turn over and you will fall off. And I need you to take... You will take 4 points of fall damage as you will land on the ground below it. But it reared in pain. If you want to roll a roll a dexterity check or a saving throw. I'm sorry.
Dexterity saving throw. Oh, not very. 15.
No, you fail.
What the fuck? Damn it.
How much
So
damage
for
did you do?
11.
Cool.
That's an action.
Cool for us or cool for you? Yeah.
And after Claymore, I believe it will be Sparkrender's turn. As Sparkrender bucks you off, he will rise to the middle and he will point his lightning towards Robin. As he saw you release the bronze dragon, you will also observe during this time that the bronze dragon, while he is like completely released, he is withered and has been tortured this whole time, so he is a little shaken up and just kind of not at himself, but he is there and he's starting to pick himself up, but he's not in full perfect form. And he will roll to... Actually, Robin, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Rolled the wrong thing. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. The dexterity check or dexterity. Yeah. So 21.
21. With a 21, you will immediately see the jaws of this dragon open toward you as the lightning begins to emit from its mouth, and it will begin shooting for you as it randomly hits the floor behind or below you. As it will move towards you, you will... Do you have your longbow out?
Yes.
Or do you have a sword out? Dang. Okay.
Longbow.
As you dodge away, you will take 11 points of lightning damage.
What
as,
the fuck is that?
as
A 21?
Right whenever it hits and strikes, where
fuck
you
this guy.
were, the lightning bolts will sheath out, and it will hit your person. As you will
That's
take.
horseshit.
2 of my slots for that
my
shit.
God.
So this is horseshit because my dexterity saving throw is always a -1. So even if I get a nat 20, it goes down to 19. I'm never gonna
No,
not
if
take damage
you
from
get
that.
a nat 20 in any instance ever, you ignore your modifiers.
Yeah, ignore your modifiers.
Okay.
Just say natural 20. That'll let me know what happens.
Yeah.
Fuck, at 21?
You all do not have much time left. What are you gonna do, heroes?
All right, so clearly I just got fucked up. So I'm gonna ask the bronze dragon if he knows of any great weaknesses, or if there's a way that he and I can team up and get a good solid knockdown to bring him to the ground.
I can use my breath, but the totems, destroy the totems.
Is that the lobsters?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
The lobsters?
Yes.
The lobsters.
The
Yes.
what?
They look like
Man.
lobsters.
What?
Ma'am.
We have a child obsessed with crabs. They look like fucking lobsters.
The dragon heads, yes, those are the totems.
Well, they look like lobsters.
Do you, the bronze dragon, have enough strength to destroy one yourself?
I can try and hit one, and maybe do one of my breath attack, but all I do is create wind. I do not have lightning like the blue dragon in front of us.
Am I like close enough to hear this or no?
I would say you'd be able to hear this. I would say Sapphire probably doesn't.
Okay.
Maybe. I would say you would catch bits and pieces, Sapphire. I would say you would catch Totem and Break, but you wouldn't exactly know what is happening.
He's like 30 feet in the air right now, right?
He is approximately 20 feet.
Okay.
Oh, we're at 3 now, guys. We're at 3.
All right. So, keeping my bow in hand, I'm going to run over and fuck. This is gonna suck, but I'm gonna pull out my sword, and as I pull out my sword, I'm just gonna try and cleave one of the statues, the 12 o'clock statue, just in half.
Okay.
And then my goal is to finish by like being right in front of or right underneath the bronze dragon.
I like it. Roll to hit. Are you attempting the red one?
No, the one to the right.
Also, hold up. As you hear the bronze dragon say this, you will see another dragon head begin to, one of the totems begin to emit from its eyes another pulsating energy as it flies out 1, 2, 3, 4 times as it hits you all directly on your person, and you all will gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the next round as the brass light shimmers and sparks around you.
Ooh.
Okay, so I still need to roll for a hit, right?
Yep. And remember, you all have advantage on hits. Or attacks, I'm sorry.
Oh god, these are bad. Both of them.
I rolled an advantage 7.
7 misses. You will attempt to. You have your longbow?
I had I was taking my longbow in one hand and my sword in the other.
Okay. And while you do this, you will attempt to jab your sword into the rock bed below the head, and you will notice that only when you hit, just a couple of rocks fall out and the head slightly tilts, but it is still emitting the pulsating aura as it happens.
I'd be 10 feet closer to the dragon.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
To the bronze dragon.
To the bronze dragon, yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that one. Yeah.
Cool. And then we'll go to Sapphire.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, that's fucking frustrating.
Let's see. All right. I am going to cast my first level magic missile.
Just casting it at first level?
Well, yeah, I only have one more slot left at second.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna shoot for the statue to the right of him, and the left of him, and the one right there by Robin. So I'm gonna send one at each.
Okay, roll for damage. So you're trying to hit 3 of them?
Yeah. 5 and 4.
That's only 2.
5, 5, and 4.
Oh, okay.
I figured some damage is better than none.
As you take your staff out, and again, the familiar radiating glow of the fiery red missiles begins to form as your tendrils on your staff begin to raise. They shoot 1, 2, 3 at the skulls of these dragon bones, and pop, 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 as the rocks begin to crumble beneath them, and the heads begin to rotate over a little bit, but again, they are still pulsating the magic energy.
And then I'm gonna use my, what's it called?
As you are doing this, the bronze dragon will yell, "We don't have a lot of time. Focus on Sparkrender. We don't have much time. Focus on him, please."
So I'm gonna try acid arrow again. So I rolled a 20, not a nat 20, a 15 plus 5.
And what are you trying to shoot?
My Melf's acid arrow,
At what?
2nd level.
No, at.
At the blue dragon.
Oh, okay.
So,
What do I need to do?
well, the 20 hit.
Oh, 20 hit for sure. Yeah.
Okay, then 13 of damage.
13.
Of acid damage.
Nice. As you... These are the acid arrows, yes?
Yeah.
As your staff begins to raise once again, as these arrows emit from midair and they begin to shoot as the green aura flows around them, hits chest, shoulder, right in the middle of the horn, as this dragon yelps borderline in pain. He is looking worse for wear. There are black tarnishes on this dragon. His horn is chipped. The stab mark in his neck from Claymore is burning red hot inside of him. You can tell he is not as confident as he was. "You mortals, you will still not stop me. It doesn't matter. We still have plenty of fight left."
And I can move down and to the right 30, correct?
Down, and so you want to do like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
That's the most I can move right there.
You can do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Now, quick question.
Yo.
With my, even though I don't have the Sword of Perunes, it's still on the dragon, would they still get the effect or no?
Roll d20. Just a plain d20.
Okay.
At advantage.
I'm glad.
I got an 18.
Well, never mind. Sorry, guys. I got a 6. It was my highest.
Okay.
We're really getting dicked on rolls tonight.
Facts.
No, they will not apply.
Okay.
And that was Claymore, so that is Sparkrender's turn.
It's my turn. I didn't do anything.
Wait, did Sapphire just go?
Sapphire went.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was
Yeah,
me.
it's your turn. I apologize.
You're okay. Just don't let it happen again.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, how, is Sparkrender, did he drop down to the ground after that last attack?
Yeah, I would say he is barely hovering. He probably, we'll say he landed on the ground at this moment.
Okay.
He's not gonna be hovering. He's down on the ground on all fours, looking around. He is facing inwards, where Sapphire moved. He would be facing towards you, so he could see all of you.
Okay.
He wouldn't remain with his back faced.
Okay. How do I want to do this? So I'm going to. I really want, because me doing my jump, it doesn't count as an action, so it's always a good thing. I'm gonna try to run and jump on him to where the sword is. Try to
Rip it out.
I guess. Well, yes, I have an idea what I want to do in my head.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20 feet.
So, what do you want me to roll for anything athletics?
Are you
acrobatics?
trying to jump on top of him again?
Yes.
Roll the
So
same.
where the sword is.
Athletics check again.
Okay.
He's on the ground. So I would say roll advantage.
20.
Yeah, Nat or no?
No.
Oh yeah.
15.
Go ahead. You are on top of this boy.
Again.
You are
So-
you are straddling this dragon again.
So I'm going to jump to the sword, and I'm going to pull it out. Does that
Okay.
count as an action or no?
No, we'll say no. As you pull it out,
I have my sword again. So I'm going to go to attack.
okay.
So I get advantage just because of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Natural 20.
Natural fucking 20. Let's go, baby.
Woo! So 19 points of damage. And that's including the nat 20.
Anyone do this?
Let's fucking go! The one time I finally get to kill a fucking... Woo! I'm going to summon all the might that I have in me and saying, this is for all my fellow dragons. This is for Runara. This is what you fucking get. And I'm just gonna fucking swing and try to take his head off if I can.
Cool. As you jump on top of this dragon, you reclaim your sword of Perun and you draw back and you swing as you say your words. The dragon will turn back at you. You cannot do this. This is my stone. As you cut through, and its head slides off his body as it crashes into the ground and falls, and its body lays to the side, head across, as you've slain this dragon, and you are thrown towards the side, taking 5 points of damage, but this dragon is slain, and no more, as its body lies on the side.
Dude, let's fucking go, dude.
My heroes, I appreciate what you've done for me this day, but the battle is not yet over. And as you all turn back, you will notice this ritual has not stopped. The pulsating has grown louder and harder as it swirls. The energy emitting over it is blasting and breaking off chunks of the walls around you. The floor is breaking. The skulls of the dragons are beginning to lift off into the air as they begin to turn and form, all borderline out of control. What do you do?
I would like to go into the center of the vortex.
And do what?
I just kind of say what I'm feeling.
Yeah, does
Or no?
anybody else want to do anything while he walks towards?
Out of frustration, I want to pick up my sword and ask for some wind assistance from that dragon, and I'm going to try and bash down that closest dragon skull.
Okay. And you do so. As this, the dragon will be like, are you sure?
Sure as I've ever been.
He will puff up and he will blow as you bring your sword up. As the skull is in the air right above you, you will jump and you would have moved to this side as he will push his breath out, not as forceful as he could, not wanting to hurt you, but you will take, and this skull will, and it will crumble underneath your feet. But the ritual is still going to place, except it is, I would say it is not as intense, but it is still burning with just as much intention.
I feel something pulling me to the center. Please let this ritual happen.
As you say that, I need you, with the help of Sapphire, to make an Arcana check.
I don't have any pluses, so.
Zach, will you do one too?
Sure. An Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
19.
Ooh.
Very nice.
18.
Fuck
11.
yes. That's right. Perfect. All right. This is going to be badass. So, as this happens, Sapphire will come up to this corner. Robin will, we're going to get rid of this guy. Robin will come down to this corner. And in borderline instinct, their hands will outreach. And energy from their palms will begin to erupt in a bluish form. As it begins radiating off, it will shoot out, hitting into the vortex with you in the middle. As it begins to swirl, it has been swirling counterclockwise, and it will now swirl the complete other way to clockwise, and it will begin swirling up. You will outstretch your hands, and you will put a mighty roar as your hands begin to glow a distinct color of blue, as you will begin to harness this power of the core. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
That's telling you guys. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Do a group dexterity saving throw. Everybody roll one. Since you're all a part of this.
I rolled a 15.
18.
I rolled a nat 20 plus 4, so 24.
Let's go. As you feel this energy pulsating from your hands, the bronze dragon will come to the top side as he will outstretch its claws towards, and it will emit its own energy as all three of you will emit energy towards the center. You will be harnessing all of this power as it begins swirling heavier and heavier, spinning, 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 as it will outreach the whole entire portion of this cavern, and it will completely collapse on itself. In a rush of wind and a borderline sound of an explosion, all three of you, as in the bronze, the sapphire, and Robin, as you will witness the complete swirling of this dissipate, you will see nothing in the center. There will be only a black hole in the middle of this cavern. As you look onward, you will wonder, and you will see, and you will all look up as you witness Claymore with the wings of a dragon, the body of a human, and you will descend into the center of this platform where the hole began. Go ahead. You are now a Dragonborn.
Woo! I told you guys, I was feeling something unique. It was pulling me to me. And as I was being swarmed by this vortex, I heard him. I heard Bahamut speak to me and saying, "This is my true destiny."
Woo, wings. Flies home.
And he does so. He will take Sapphire by one shoulder, Robin by the other. The bronze dragon will obviously fly himself as you guys fly to Dragon's Rest. And you will
Wait. I do want to go pick up stealth.
Perfect.
Can't forget stealth.
You will ask the bronze dragon to pick up the statue of your fallen comrade. And you will pick up Mr. Stealth-a-Lot. And you will fly to Dragon's Rest. And the bronze dragon will lay Stealth-a-Lot's statue right next to Bahamut's. And you will all land as Runara enters. I take it your mission is a success. It's good to see you, Adrian. It's good to see all of you. Claymore, you're looking different these days.
Oh. Yes. I talked to Bahamut. He spoke to me.
As I figured he would. Robin, you've been a good fighter. You are an incredible warrior, and you always have a home here if you would like to stay. Appreciate everything you have done.
No problem.
No problem.
Classic. Sapphire, your spells have done more for this party than you think. And Stealth's sacrifice will not go in vain. He may stay here in the temple, and you will all go down in history. Come, let's have a feast. As this happens, the screen will fade to black, as it will open to a new scene of you all telling your stories of the missions you completed on Dragon's Rest. And you will be talking to Tarek, you will be talking to Mila, you will be talking to everyone about those stories. Mila will be crying, some in sadness, some in happiness due to the fact of her brother's death, knowing that she could not save them, but also knowing you did what you had to do. As the years go on, you guys will go down in the history books. You will be heroes of Dragon's Rest. You will be the ones that saved this small isle. And the scene will fade to black, and it will reopen again as we fade and the camera swirls down underneath the volcanic ash of the isle. And you will see the body of a red dragon. And you will see its eyes, and they will open. And it will fade to black.
Ooh, let's go.
And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh, so there's more.
Session.
That's where we're going to end the campaign. But for anybody that would want to continue the campaign, that is where you could continue if you wanted to. I kind of made that up, but
I liked it.
Yeah, it was
Solid.
fun.
fantastic.
For